Well, hey there. Welcome to day 83 of our Let's Grow annual challenge. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Carefully setting down my coffee. Today we're going to talk about spiritual growth and ascension. First and foremost, what does ascension mean to you? What does it look like? And for an action item today, we're going to actually draw something out. We're going to draw a pictorial representation of the journey of ascension for us and the different steps along the way. And all we're going to do today is share what step in our ascension process or ladder, or I see a staircase or a stairway to heaven in my mind, but it's different for each and every one of us. And I drew mine out in a very tiny picture because I was like, okay, well, how would I draw this out? And then I actually came up with 10 different steps that I see me traveling upon in different areas and aspects of my life as feel like I'm ascending and becoming a better version of myself. Well, ascension, well, spiritual growth we talked about extensively this month. And, it's finding time to self-reflect, to be aware of our thoughts, our emotions, our feelings, our beliefs, our everything that has to do with what makes up who we are and our connection to a higher power, something outside of us, something bigger than us. And so there's a pathway to ascension, and I'll share a few steps to that. But what we're going to do today for our action item is think about, what are the steps for you? What is the path for you based on your beliefs, based on your desire and to be connected to a higher power, etc. It's such a personal journey. It's really hard kind of to share and talk about a lot of this stuff because it's about the journey. It's about embracing the journey because that's what our life is all about. Our life is about experiencing it as only we uniquely can because of our past, because of our present, because of our thoughts and beliefs and experiences and relationships and everything else. And that's what makes the world an amazing and incredible place, is that we are this mix of diverse human beings all having a human experience and together creating the world as we know it right now and as it continues to grow and evolve and ascend. So what are some of the steps along the pathway to ascension? Well, number one, it's about connecting to something outside of us, something, a higher consciousness, however you define that to yourself. It might be God for you. It might be whatever your religious beliefs are. It might be tapping into the infinite wisdom of the universe. We also want to then, another step on the path to ascension is embracing the fact that everything is connected. We are all one living being, set of beings. We are all connected in some way, shape, or form. That's why, do unto others as you would have them do unto you, because what you're putting out into the world, what you do to other people, comes back to you. It's as if you're doing it to yourself. So that's why I don't preach, but it's why I say all the time, treat people the way you want to be treated, because that's how things will come back to you. But it's about, number one, connecting to something outside of ourselves, something bigger, a higher power, a higher consciousness, a higher being or entity. Then it's about embracing that we're all connected already and we're all one. I think, I don't know when I was like, wow, that's really interesting. I don't remember when or where I was or how old I was when I had that epiphany that it was like, everything and everyone. And maybe it was just after so many examples of serendipity and intuition and deja vu that came into my life that I realized, wow, everything is connected. And although it sometimes and often seems chaotic and random, there's a purpose and a reason that things happen. They usually happen for us, not just to us. Next step is to integrate your spiritual practices into your daily life, right? To make things just part of your life, part of who you are, part of your being, and part of what you just do every day. Maybe you journal every day. Maybe you have a gratitude practice. Maybe you pray. Maybe you go for walks in nature. Maybe you nurture your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit. Maybe you create a sacred ritual or ceremonies that you have for yourself. To me, habits and routines are really rituals. I don't know if I call them ceremonies. There's very few habits I have that I would consider ceremonial. Maybe the way we celebrate holidays or different events in whatever practices or beliefs or traditions that we have. And then finally, again, it's all about embracing the journey, living the journey, and making sure that you're experiencing it to your utmost ability, right? At any given moment. Last few days, I was hanging out with my granddaughters, and I'm not sure I experienced very much spirituality, except for love. And I think love is our true connection to our higher power and to everything else on the planet, every other living being, especially other people, right? Uh, and ourself. Are we remembering to treat ourselves with love and kindness and the way we want to be treated? Because sometimes we get that negative little naggy self-talk in our head that isn't always positive. So I'll tell you my steps. Came up with 10 different steps, and each of these words means something different to me. Might be the same as it does to you, but it's probably different based on my unique experiences. You might be like, what the heck? That's your highest level of ascension? I don't get it, because people will categorize and call things differently. So if these are my steps on my stairway to heaven, that's just where it is. So of course, before we even step on the staircase, we have no idea, right? We have no idea that it's even possible to ascend or grow or develop or become a better version of ourselves. Then my first step then would be curiosity, to be curious and wonder about things. Then my second step is awakening. Third step is newbie. I don't know, it's probably a better novice or newbie or some other word for that. Neophyte, I don't know. They all start with N. Isn't that interesting? Kind of telling us we have no idea still. Then my next step is investigator. Following investigator is student, then practitioner, mentor, teacher, coach, and example. My highest desire is to be a positive example and a model for other people. That's mine. This is my 10 steps to ascension. And beyond that, I've just started thinking about it today. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to draw out, what does ascension look like, feel like to you? You can either sketch out a little picture, or you can do like I did. I was thinking, I'm a process gal, so steps make sense to me. That's it. That's all I've got today. There's a write-up, of course, in Guide 2 of our Let's Grow Annual Challenge private Facebook group. You can check that out. So there's a better description about this and more detailed than what I went into, as well as Libby's story of ascension. So, and her journey. If I can help you anyway, ask. Otherwise, have a fantastic day. And I will, of course, be with you tomorrow.